Our first guest tonight is a brilliant songwriter and a musician who has been a friend of ours for 20 years, and believe me, it's a thrill to have him here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Warren Zevon. Warren. I didn't know he could play that.
Oh, yeah, I know he could play it.
You're, I guess a couple of months ago, we all learned that your life has changed radically, hasn't it?
You mean you heard about the flu?
Yeah, kind of about the flu.
Yeah. Well, it's true.
How did you learn about it, and what is it, and how have things been since?
What was the order of those questions again?
Entirely up to you. Any way you want to field them.
How did I learn about it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me say that I might have made a tactical error in not going to a physician for 20 years.
I see, all right.
It was one of those phobias that really didn't pay off. The only person that I ever go to is Dr. Stan. You know Dr. Stan, the dentist.
Oh, the
Dr.
dentist.
Stan
No,
Golden.
So you go to a dentist on a regular basis. You didn't.
Yeah, and I always said if he can't fix it, I'm screwed. And I told Dr. Stan that I was having shortness of breath, which, well, I had it for months, and I did a short tour. I went to Canada, and I would only hire people who would tell me it was stress. Mm-hmm. You know, like flunked out medical students who became musicians. And I said, I'm short of breath all the time. Uh-huh. They said, don't you ever watch The Sopranos? And I said, no, I don't know. But when Dr. Stan, the dentist, heard about it, he said, it sounds like congestive heart failure or something, so he'd maybe go to a doctor the next morning after he heard it.
Oh, my God. And it turned out not to be congestive heart failure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
And what was the diagnosis?
It's lung cancer that's spread.
That's tough.
Well, it means you better get your dry cleaning done on special.
Now, when I first heard about this, I think that you were in touch with Paul's assistant. You actually had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And he said it was the most bizarre thing, kind of the stunning revelation of this, but yet Warren was making jokes just like that. Now, how is that possible? I'm not sure I could make jokes like that if I had that info. You think so?
I know you would.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And to me, you look and seem remarkably healthy. I mean, that's kind of an odd...
Well, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by cosmetics.
And how do you feel?
I don't feel as bad as they say I am.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's okay. That's a good deal.
And you have spent a lot of time recently working very hard, haven't you? Working on another project.
Yeah. They certainly don't discourage you from doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's not like bed rest and a lot of water will,
Yeah.
straighten you out.
And how is that work now under this circumstance, living with this diagnosis? How is the work now compared to when you assumed you were healthy, when you were only going to see Dr. Stan?
I'm working harder and you put more value on every minute. You do live. I mean, I always thought I kind of did that. I really always enjoyed myself, but it's more valuable now. You're reminded to enjoy every sandwich and every minute of playing with the guys and being with the kids and everything.
Yeah, I'm stricken now, and I guess this is the way things like this work, by the irony of your work now. You know, when we look at it, knowing about the diagnosis, about the disease.
That's the strangest part to me, certainly.
Yeah.
I mean, except that maybe, as you know, I don't know how many other people know, because Dave's the best friend my music has ever had. So I don't know how many of the audience realize that the last... Please.
Well, for example, the title of the new CD, My Ride's Here.
Hello.
That has a whole different meaning.
Yeah.
And another song, the one Paul played, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead.
And the previous album was called Life Will Kill You.
Yeah.
It was all about my phobia of doctors. And, you know, I just figure that if artists don't have, well, I guess artists have some kind of instincts or, you know, feelings about things that can't be put into words, you know, kind of impressions combined with very rudimentary manual skills. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, how would you get away with having a job so easy and so much fun?
So you're saying that you think maybe somewhere this comes as not so much a surprise to you?
Well, I can't really complain.
Yeah.
I did take the copies of the albums to my doctors and say, this is why I'm not so shocked.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the connection is. I don't know why I was writing those songs, but you know, I've always written them.
Yeah. And Mr. Bad Example, a song. Now, I know, I guess everybody who knows you knows that you did enjoy yourself to the point of punishing others, really, at some point. And
well, that's not really the way you put it outside of meetings, but if you want to say so, that's okay.
Emotionally speaking.
Well, yeah, I know how you meant it.
And did you think that contributed to the lung cancer?
Punishing people emotionally?
No. Maybe not taking care of yourself.
I think that, you know, I think that I chose a certain path and lived like Jim Morrison and then lived 30 more years. Who knows why?
Yeah. Do you
make choices and then you have to live with the consequences. There are always consequences.
From your perspective now, do you know something about life and death that maybe I don't know now?
Not unless I know how much you're supposed to enjoy every sandwich. Mm-hmm. You know.
How's your family?
They're holding up pretty well. It's tough on them, but they're holding up pretty well. Yeah. You know, we're a pretty close family, me and my kids.
Good. You have the two, the boy and the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. And tonight you're going to sing hopefully 3 songs.
Yes, I am.
And the first one is called Mutineer. Mm-hmm. What is that song?
The last one was called Mutineer. What's the order?
I don't know the order. There's some confusion.
Oh.
When are you doing White Christmas, Warren? That's all we want to know.
Mutineer's first?
Mutineer's first, yeah.
Oh. That's the touching one.
You want to change the order? We can change the order.
Oh, I don't even do that on professional television.
Why should we do what he wants to do?
Oh, stop it, Paul. Well, what is that song about? You wrote it as 1995, I think?
Well, I don't remember that.
Oh,
7
you don't
years
remember
ago.
the live album, do you? You don't remember the live album?
The live album?
The Stand
Which
in the
live
Fire
album?
from the Roxy?
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
No, I didn't think you remembered that one.
I remember the one from 19... Well, you know.
I don't know. But anyway, we're delighted that you're going to do some of your stuff for us tonight. And,
Thanks, David.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Thank you.
And let me just say now, thank you for being here, and thank you for everything.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back. Mr. Zevon is going to perform for us. Okay. Thank you, Paul. And now performing the aforementioned Mutineer, which is featured on the Best of Warren Zevon CD album entitled Genius. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Warren Zevon.
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum, hoist the mainsail, here I come. Ain't no room on board for the insincere. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. I was born to rock the boat. Some may sink, but we will float. Grab your coat and let's get out of here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. Long flashed, thunder followed us. It could never find us here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. Shadows, lightning flashed and thunder followed us. We thought it would never find us here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. I was born, some may sink, we will float. Grab your coat, let's get out of here. I'm your witness, you're my mutineer. You're my witness, I'm your
Great. What are you doing? Sitting around here. Very nice. We'll be right back with some more from Warren Zevon. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, Warren Zevon is with us this evening, and as I've said all night, we couldn't be happier. And now, Warren, I believe we're going to hear a song from the album we talked about, My Rides Here, and the name of the song is Genius. Do I have that correct?
Modestly titled.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Warren Zevon again.
I've got a bitter pot of je ne sais quoi. Guess what? I'm stirring it with a monkey's paw. Since I saw you coming out of my barber shop in that skimpy little halter top, did you light the candles? Did you put on kind of blue? Did you use that Ivy League voodoo on him too? He thinks he'll be alright, and he doesn't know for sure. Like every other unindicted co-conspirator, Matter Harry had a house in France where she worked on all her secret plans. Men were filing for her sight unseen. She was a genius. There's a face in every window of the songwriter's neighborhood. Everybody's your best friend when you're doing well. I mean good. The poet who lived next door when you were young and poor grew up to be a backstabbing, entrepreneur. Albert Einstein was a ladies' man while he was working on his universal plan. He was making out like Charlie Sheen. He was a genius. When you drop me and you state your claim on a VIP who could make your name, you latched onto him and I became minor inconvenience. Your protege don't care about art. I'm the one who always told you you were smart. You broke my heart into smithereens, and that took genius. Guess what? I never liked the way he cut your hair. I didn't like the way he turned your hair. But there's nothing I can do or say I haven't done or said. Everybody needs a place to stand and a method for their schemes and scams. If I could only get my record clean, I'd be a genius.
Warren, I think the audition is going very well. We'll have you do one a little more up-tempo. We'll be right back here with Warren Zevon. Now, I like to think that this next song is because of me. This is my contribution to this show tonight, and I'll tell you how that happened. I begged him to do this song, so I feel like I played a pretty important part in this. This song also appears on Genius and
They
on...
know you co-wrote it, right?
Boy, I wish.
There was a little copyright.
Could you make that happen?
Many years ago, but
It's one of our favorites. Everybody, I think, enjoys this song. We're happy to have it here live on the show tonight. It's Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner, Warren Zevon.
Roland was a warrior from the land of the midnight sun, with a Thompson gun for hire and fighting to be done. The deal was made in Denmark on a dark and stormy day, so he set out for Biafra to join the bloody fray. Through 66 and 7 they fought the Congo War with their fingers on their triggers, knee deep in gore. For days and nights they battled the Bantu to their knees. They killed to earn their living and to help out the Congolese. Roland the Thompson gunner, Roland the Thompson gunner. His comrades fought beside him, Van Owen and the rest. But of all the Thompson gunners, Owen was the best. So the CIA decided they wanted Roland dead. And that son of a bitch, Van Owen, blew off Roland's head. Time, the headless Thompson gunner.
Time stands still for Roland till he evens up the score.
They can still see his headless body stalking through the night in the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. In the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. Searched the continent for the man who done him in. He found him in Mombasa in a barroom drinking gin. Roland aimed his Thompson gun. He didn't say a word, but he blew Van Owen's body from there to Johannesburg. Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Roland the headless Thompson gunner. Talking about the man, Roland the headless Thompson gunner. The eternal Thompson gunner, still wandering through the night. Now it's 10 years later, but he still keeps up the fight. In Ireland, in Lebanon, in Palestine, and Berkeley. Matty Hearst heard the burst of Roland's Thompson gun and bought it.
Yes, sir. There you go. Warren Zevon, everybody. Warren, enjoy every sandwich. We'll see you tomorrow night.